Okay. Yeah. I'm not, like, really properly ready for Warframe. Whenever it becomes, ah, dang it. I think I bit myself really hard while I was eating right before this. That is going to swell, and it is not going to be pleasant. Sucks. Oh, well. Oh, this is a rescue, not a capture. I forgot. Oh, well. As long as it's not, like, an Orkin capture, that's where things become problems. I do not like Orkin captures at all. But yeah, for whatever reason, I'm never really ready for commentating over Warframe. I think what I kind of almost need to do is actually just ask people for just like a list of Q&A topics to start me off so I can just slowly mow through them. Because, like, I'm going to be honest, I love this game. It's really fun. There's also just so very... I'm not going to make it. There's also just so very little to talk about after, like, couple of months of playing this. I mean, what episode number is this? 150 something. When did they change the Aklex fire sound? Oh, Aklex. I don't know. I'll have to check that. Thoughts of porting the mobile version of Chrono Trigger to Steam. Square Enix is both one of the smarter companies I've ever seen and also one of the dumbest. And I'm super confused as to, like, how it happens. Like, the Final Fantasy 15 port is really good. Like, it's really well handled and stuff. And like, it's actually, like, a fairly decent port, all things considered. But for some reason, like, they then, in the same week, put out the Chrono Trigger port, and it's just like, what are you doing? Is this just, like, a separate person entirely that, like, is in charge of these other ports? Like, another director? The Shadow Square Enix that puts out shitty ports of their games? Because they do it, and it's just confusing. Let's see. I guess you guys are just jumping and stuff. Because, like, I'm a huge fan of like, going back and playing, like, HD remakes, re-releases, whatever, of old games that were hella popular. Like, I was actually really excited for the Chrono Trigger, well, not HD, but the Steam release for Chrono Trigger. Wow. But I was really excited for it, because it's like, hey, you know, I've never played Chrono Trigger before. And then it was bad. Like, worse than bad. Non-functional, even. Yeah, Chrono Trigger where you play as Pooh Bear. Har. But, like, you know, I was expecting the Chrono Trigger port to at least be, like, playable. And it wasn't. It's not. Like, I've heard nothing but bad things about it. And it's weird? I don't know. I don't actually know what to think after a certain point. It's just like... I want, I want to be 100% down, like, behind Square Enix and their company, but they make it kind of hard. Because, like, the weird part is, like, there's a lot of publishers out there that are actually, like, doing really well with their products right now. I visited Namco Bandai, and, like, they were super friendly, and, like, they gave me sneak peeks of their games, and I'm just like, holy shit, you know, these look great. Or at least passable. You know, especially for the more, like, tie-in things. Like, apparently even the Sword Art Online third-person shooter isn't terrible, and it's like, huh, I was expecting it would just be criminally bad, because, you know, I'm just trained to assume anime or movie tie-in, anythings are just atrocious. I might regret the Astala for this one. We'll see. And so, I don't know. I guess I should have kind of honestly seen it coming with the whole Chrono Trigger situation. What's the waypoint here for? I have no idea. Wow, that was immediate. Oh, finger slip. I gotcha. Where the hell are you? I am so shit at finding where to go on Lua. I'm like, it's impossible for me to navigate the broken corridors. I still have to say, it's probably one of my favorite tile sets, period. Shakira, did you forget to throw a redirection on or something? You've got Rhino on. I guess these guys must just be, pretty beefy. I like going Nidus for the, HP regen. This is probably better. The HP regen is probably best against, you know, poison and whatnot. Do appreciate it. Where? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe just not throwing in the abilities yet. Okay, but, yeah, I should have seen it coming with the Chrono Trigger thing. Because, honestly, the Secret of Mana HD re-release, remaster, I guess, was kind of a mix between being really, really terrible. Holy shit, okay. I see why you're dying. Corpus shotguns this level are problematic. I should probably work on my, Tentaball. Oh, we've got a Necros. I didn't even realize. Let's see. But yeah, the Secret of Mana, like, remaster was actually pretty good. But the bugs, man, like, I don't know what they were thinking. They weren't, and it sucks. Because, like, I actually really want to go back to playing it. And I probably should. It's no time. My problem is I'm resorting to some degree to just, like, mix and matching when to play certain games and when to never. So, like, Warframe I get to play maybe once, maybe twice a week. And that's kind of the extent of what I do. Ugh. Let's see. I only get to play a little bit of Warframe every week. And that's just my series now. We are corpse treadmilling hard. It is kind of silly. And it like, sucks to some degree, because I really want to, like, play these games, but now because they've put out this bad port, the chances of them doing a good port of the game are lower. You know, maybe they'll do an HD re-release, because wasn't there, like, a pretty shitty, Secret of Mana, like, PC or mobile port beforehand? No, I don't think there was. Maybe mobile port, now that I'm thinking about it. But, you know, chances are Square Enix is just gonna be like, we've already got one. The modders will do it, and it's just like, It just makes me sad. Because, so, I mentioned I met with Namco Bandai. The guy in charge of... Where are the enemies? The guy in charge of Digimon had asked me, and was just like, do you think, Digimon fans would mind if, you know, we took longer? They're on Pyro. Or not, yeah, Pyro. Pyro, you wanna just put down a marker? So we can get over to you? Yeah, there we go. For the life of me, I cannot navigate this area. But yeah, he had asked if the Digimon fans would mind if there was, like, a time delay between games. And I'm like, well, I mean, if it's gonna be too long, plan some DLC in between, or like, make smaller games. And, you know, that seems reasonable. If you have to wait, like, a year, you get, like, a DLC kind of expansion pack. Oh, yeah, there's the enemies. Tentaball! I like it when they have all of this HP, because I can just Tentaball like crazy here. You go figure. They're all on you. Wow. Try and pop his bubble. There we go. Tentaball. I forgot how like nuts the range is on that. I guess I actually built Nidus for a little bit more than I thought. I, like, sometimes forget that he's not just like built for bruising. But I don't know. It just makes me sad when, like, a publisher or like a game developer or whatever very clearly cares more about money than they do their own product. Like, I'm still, like, super kind of grumpy about Fortnite, because the PvE mode was this, like, huge thing, and it was really exciting, and then it was super over monetized and felt really dirty playing it, and I was just eventually got sick of it because, you know, I just couldn't. Oh, looks like the patch reset my music settings here a bit. There's a lot of null bubbles. Tentaball. Oh, they're all dead. Never mind. But, like EA, for example. I think EA is always the company that I feel the saddest about. Because, like, they made really good games. My like, teenage years were marked by some, like, really fantastic titles that they put out. I played a shit ton out of Battlefield 2, 2142, and Bad Company 2. Like, those were my jam and then some. And it always, like, just shocks me how little, like, respect they seem to have for their products now. Because, like, I would go back to good EA in a heartbeat, but now it's, like, bad EA, and I'm like, why? Why even bother? Like, there's nothing from this company that interests me at this point. I tried it. Oh. I tried liking Mass Effect Andromeda, and, well, most people should know how that turned out. Ugh. It makes me really sad. Because, yeah, I really loved Mass Effect 1. I actually hated Mass Effect 2, and I thought Mass Effect 3 was okay. But, like, kind of when that happened, I was just like, oh yeah, this is never going to be the thing that it was. Oh, jeez. I lost, like, all of my buffs here. I didn't even realize how much I lost. Okay. There are even still dudes in here? There are still dudes in here. That's nuts. Gatling laser died. Uh-oh. Sorry. I was kind of zoning out for a little bit. And I'm down. Ooh. Oh, boy. This is one of those situations where the Atomos is just nothing. I guess it's kind of okay. Let's see, is Shakira right here? There it is. Yeah, I don't mind losing my stuff. I got nothing to gain here anyway. Ooh. Well, Tentaball. Yeah, so I need 10 stacks for Undying. Gotta remember that a little bit. Ow. Oh, this place sucks. I guess what I should probably do is actually revive... Are these Necros minions? Yeah, these are Necros minions. I hate the golden bubbles. Why would you do this? I don't mind Necros for Despoiled, but goddamn, is it impossible to figure out what the hell's going on with them otherwise. Let's see. But yeah, need for speed. Red Alert. I grew up with Red Alert. I don't know how many of you guys played the Red Alert games. Or Command and Conquer. I mean, either or. Those games were the shit back in the day. They were amazing. Some of the best, like, what are they? FMV based games I've ever played. They're gone. They're dead. They're not coming back. I mean, there's technically Petroglyph, but I actually really don't like Petroglyph's games. I find them to be low budget, I think. Formulaic, and a bit on the low budget side of things. Because I tried playing their most recent one, and it just didn't feel good. Where is... It's over there, thanks. Whoops. Oh, I'm stuck in a corner. You do not want to be stuck in a corner here. Yeah. Let's get out of here. I love that health regen on Nidus, though. Oh, it is so good. Grew up with PopCap games. Oh, yeah. Did you see Octogeddon? It's made by the PopCap people, if I remember right. It's some of them, anyway. The not PopCap people. But I think the, like, original creator, maybe, and a couple other things. I think his third skill makes Nidus very durable. I actually forget about it a lot. Right, I gotta turn off the music. I didn't realize I had both running at the same time. Oh well. Oh, I've got a bunch of Zenerek. No, I probably can't spend it on anything. Yeah, I don't think I got a key for Octogeddon. I wanted to cover it, but I didn't have the time. Options, audio. I guess I just had music on last time. I like OC Remix generally better. But yeah, it's part of the reason why I'm like a huge fan of the indie market. Because like a lot of the big publisher nonsense is not there. You will run into problems here and there. There are definitely like there are definitely a couple of games here and there. What's the last one? Spy. Okay, hey, I can use Loki. I don't use my Loki ever. Yeah, sadly, PopCap got eaten by a big company. Yep. PopCap got picked up by EA and completely gutted. Like, there's some forum posts, I think. I don't entirely remember, but there's some, if you look in the right places, you can find PopCap employees talking about like the final days at PopCap where they were still putting out the games, and like the work culture changed as soon as they got picked up by EA. Suddenly it was much more focused on I think I'm just gonna head for like B or C. But yeah, suddenly the whole like work environment changed to be much more like make money focus and like so on and so forth. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. I got confused. And it sucks, because, like, I feel like developers are at their best when no one's breathing down their necks. I mean, sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. I'd say Duke Nukem Forever is a perfect example of... Well, you guys have all gone different directions. I guess I'll just come in here, if I can. Can I? Oh, is this elevator one? Nah, you don't need my help. Oh yeah, especially because you have a full freaking minute to do it. Why is it so long? I have no idea. Like, there are definitely some developers that do need, like, a kick in their butts. But honestly, like, if a developer can't bring themselves to work on their game, it's probably going to be dead anyway. Or just shitty. But, like, I'm trying to think of a good example here. I mean, just... I just want to see good games come out. I don't want all the extra, like, loot box shenanigans and so on and so forth. It just makes me, like, really, really sad when I see, like, I mean, I brought up Fortnite, when I see, like, developers do the really, like, over-aggressive monetization, because what it usually does is it not only does it, you know, make the game feel scummier, but it also cheapens the product. You know, it's rare for me to find a... It's rare for me to find a game that has, like, excessive amounts of DLC without feeling, like, a little bit shitty as a result. Paradox games kind of get away from it by just having a bunch of, like, mini expansions instead. But it does feel kind of nickel and dimey, and after a while you're just like, this is, buying, like, part of the reason why I've never done a series on, like, part of the reason why I've never done a series on Europa Universalis and stuff, is, like, it was, whenever I, like, look at it, I'm just like, holy shit, there's, like, a shit ton of, holy shit, that, like, there's just so much DLC, it's gonna be impossible for me to ever, like, get all of them, and that's so daunting, I just avoid it. Let's see. I hate to say this, if you don't want loot boxes and DLCs, you have to pay more for the base game. Yes and no. So the thing is, like, I do agree that the price of games should have probably gone up by this point. You know, people kind of capped it out at 60 a while back. And with inflation and rising costs and stuff like that, we're talking $100 per game. So that's kind of the thing, though. I agree and I disagree. So I already pay about 90 bucks for every game. Because you're not just paying 60 bucks anymore. You're paying 60 bucks plus a $30 DLC. Like, I paid 90 bucks for Fractured But Whole. I paid 90 bucks for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, I'm already paying $100 per game. And to some degree, I would prefer 70 for the base game or so, and then, like, spend some more time on it. Because there were some design issues that I found questionable in both of them. Ooh, Melee Riven mod. I'll have to get rid of some of my shittier Riven mods. Ugh. I'll probably just burn them up for Endo. I don't really have the time to be on to sell Riven mods. Maybe what I'll do is just go through the through my list and be like, anybody want? But like the other thing about the whole like, pay money for, oops, Foundry. Don't want Foundry. Pay, like, more money for games is, you don't actually need, like, developers don't need to make $60 games anymore. Like, with the rising speed and efficiency of 3D models and whatnot, and, like, all of these tools, you really don't actually need, like, the sheer extensive amount of, you don't need the, like, sheer extensive amount of, like, time and effort put in for, like, a ton of games. Most games don't need to be, like Naughty Dog level, I guess, is a great example. Naughty Dog they make amazing games. Those, I can justify, like, $100 for. Baseline, because you can see, like, anytime you look at one of those games, yeah, that's, you know, worth the cost and then some. Let's not go that. Do I just have a melee weapon that I've not leveled yet? Because I could just throw the Riven on that, probably. But other games, especially games with, like, no, actually, it looks like I'll put it on the Boltace, because I think I've got some skin. I've got a new skin for these things that don't look garbage. I want this skin, because it looks cool. But this doesn't look terrible, either. Looks a little weird. It's got, like, little... Oh, wait, no, I don't have a skin for this. Never mind. No Tonfas for me. But what's a good example of a game that was 60 bucks recently that had no business being... Oh. Casa War. Well, do I have a weapon that I should probably... Oh, Gunson! There we go. I do have a melee weapon that I haven't thrown anything on. Okay, let's just throw on the Melee Riven mod. And we don't have a Gunson stance. I'm probably just going to leave it blank. There we go. Okay, let's see. So what do I actually need to do this? Because I didn't even look. Get the Killing Blow on 5 sentience. Okay. Okay, so my Opticore does a ton of puncture damage. Do I have a particularly heavy-hitting sidearm? I got some okay sidearms, but most of them aren't particularly punchy. I guess I've got the Euphona. What's its damage, primarily? Slash. Okay, yeah, I'll grab my Euphona for this. Okay, do I need a Gunson stance? Yes, I do, if you've got a spare one. But like I'm trying to think of AAA games. I mean, okay, so I'm a huge Digimon fan, but I'll be the first to admit that Hacker's Memory had no business being a $60 game. Probably. Just because it reused so much. Just kill Vomulus on the plains. They count as sentience. What? Really? Wow, okay. That's goofy. Okay, so it's day. Shoot. Do Vomulus even spawn during the daytime? I don't think they do. What Warframe is this? Loki with a with one of the premium skins. I guess Tenno Gen ones. Looks really nice. Okay, so they don't spawn during the day. How long do we have until nighttime? Let's see. Earth day-night cycle. Time until... What? Oh, it's Earth Day. Cetus day-night. Oh, okay. So we've still got a whole hour. Okay, well, we do this the hard way then. Let's see. Do we know of any mission types? Where they're more likely to spawn. Let's see, can you join? Yeah, sure. If I've got an open spot, then anybody is welcome to join. Assuming they've got the stuff set up. Yeah, it's got an hour. I mean, I could just wait if we want to do other things. Mace's 4 and a good pistol. Can ruin sentience. Sure. Actually, I don't know if I still have my Mesa. I think I haven't really built her at all, because I'm still waiting. Oh yeah, I do have a Mesa. I'm mostly waiting on Mesa for later. Ash is good as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of like DPS frames. I'm mostly focused on just wrecking things in one shot. Okay, Plato Lua. I think I'm just gonna throw on Nidus. I like my Nidus. Okay, so let's go run Plato. If you guys need help with yours, we could probably do that after, or something, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, Plato. Probably not the Crossfire, though. Oh. Are they always Crossfire? Or is that... Okay, the Crossfire. Plato Lua. Okay. Let's see, what do I need to set up? Just whatever. Just join me. My, my name in game is, McKillington. Instead of Wanderbots, so just, add me? I should be able to just accept friend requests while I'm in game. And we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other good examples of AAA games that probably could have been cheaper. They didn't need the, like, sheer extent. Well, part of it is just in general, games don't need to be this, like, hyper-realistic nonsense that they are anymore. You know, so many companies, like, feel the need to go, like, above and beyond visually, but sometimes all you need is a good visual style. Like, I don't know exactly what it takes to make Warframe. And these, like, look amazing, but I wouldn't say that the models are particularly, like, super detailed or whatever. They just have a really nice style going. Okay, by the way, if you guys see sentients, I have to kill them. Just mark them and then, back off. Okay, I can invite from chat. Yes, I can. Best to wait at spawn until the flash. Really? Okay, so yeah, just mark them and then back off and I'll go after them. And they found us. Oh, that doesn't do enough damage. Catalyst is just killing me. If you're confident you can take them down, somewhat, that works too. Okay, there's one. Where's the other one? Enemy. Otherwise, best to just let me go for them. I've mostly got enough HP for this. Nice part is they just kind of check out on me. I probably should have rolled Rhino for this, honestly, but whatever. Oh. You get exceptional sentient cores from those guys. Cool. Oh yeah, amps do good damage against you know, I haven't actually... I still haven't fully worked on my, I still haven't had the time. Unfortunately, every time I sit down to play Warframe, it's daytime, which sucks. Because I really want to go Eidolon hunting again. Get me some more, give me some more, shards and whatnot, so I can actually get my amp up. Unfortunately, it's like a ridiculous amount of time invested to get it going. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, what's some good AAA games that come out lately? Unfortunately, I almost never touch AAA games. Now that I'm thinking about it, like most AAA games are well, it's not advantageous for me to cover them generally. The sad part is like the sad part is with like AAA games generally, if I cover them, it almost always just gets ignored. You know, my views generally are down, and my my views are down, and my I'm not gonna hit anything, am I? Oh, that's okay. My views are down. Nobody watches the live stream. I'm just like, well, this wasn't worth it. And Nier was a good one. Nier was a good one. I have kind of mixed feelings on Nier to some degree. Just because it felt like they should have done away with all the, like, dumb side quests. Or the boring side quests and only, like, gone for the really, really interesting ones. And then had, like, a more focused story. I didn't mind the story so much, but I wanted more of it. And it felt like it was kind of like them... It really was the Platinum Games and Yoko Taro's last chance. And so we got what we got. It was pretty damn good. But I also know it could have been better. I really liked, I really enjoyed... Oh, let's see, I don't need the mod. Was there a mod on the ground? I'm confused, I've missed that. Oh, the challenge room mod. Not really. I think I have all of them, too. Hey, Neurodes. I think, I actually don't know if I need Neurodes now that I'm thinking about it. Man, I can't keep my thoughts together at all. But yeah, hopefully they make another Nier game that has, like, a more, like, focused plot as opposed to, like, all the side content, which I think kind of took away from it. Because, like, I really loved, Wonderful 101. That was the game. Wonderful 101 was amazing. Like, absolutely stunning. I guess we've got to go do that one again. Because I'm missing one, now that I'm thinking about it. Wonderful 101 was amazing. It had a very focused plot and a bunch of, like, cool features and whatnot. And that is actually kind of a perfect example of a game that, like, definitely, picks, like, a visual style and still looks amazing, even though it's, you know, how many years old at this point? I guess most things from the modern era look pretty good, regardless.